There's a different kind of pain that comes when betrayal doesn't come from a stranger, but from someone close to you. It's not just heartbreak, it's disbelief. Because deep down you trusted both of them. You believed in her loyalty, and you believed in the bond you shared with the man she's now secretly connecting with. It's not just cheating, it's a double wound. It takes away your peace, your confidence, and your sense of safety in the people around you. And here's the hardest truth. When a woman begins cheating with someone you both know, she will not confess it. She'll cover it with kindness, excuses, and perfectly timed words. But psychology always reveals what lies hide. If you pay attention, the signs aren't in what she says, they're in what she avoids, what she changes, and what her energy can no longer conceal. The first sign is unnatural comfort around him. You'll notice it long before anything physical happens. Her tone changes when she speaks about him. She'll smile differently, laugh at jokes that aren't funny, or defend him unnecessarily. When you're all in the same room, her energy softens around him, even if she's acting casual. She might touch her hair, lean slightly in his direction, or make unnecessary eye contact. It's subtle, so subtle that most men dismiss it, but the human body doesn't lie. A woman's attraction is revealed in her micro-expressions. The brief glance, the tone of voice, the little moments of excitement she can't hide. When she starts showing more emotional warmth toward another man than toward you, even if she insists it's nothing, that's not coincidence. It's chemistry building in silence. The second sign is sudden sensitivity about him. Before, she could talk about anyone without tension. But now, if you bring up his name, she reacts differently. She becomes overly defensive, overly cautious, or changes the subject too quickly. She might accuse you of being jealous or controlling, even when you've simply made a neutral observation. That's projection, her guilt turning into blame. It's her subconscious protecting her secret by turning you into the problem. A woman who's loyal doesn't panic when her partner mentions another man. But a woman hiding something will. The guilt creates irritation because she's terrified you'll notice what she's trying to bury. The third sign is increased secrecy in daily life. She starts guarding her phone more closely than ever. The texts that used to come in casually now arrive at odd hours. You'll notice subtle behavioral changes. She smiles at her screen, turns it face down, or steps away when calls come in. If he's close to you, maybe a friend, a coworker, or someone from your circle, she'll start being overly careful, making sure messages disappear, deleting call logs, or creating new communication channels under false pretexts. She might even use group chats or social platforms as cover, knowing you wouldn't suspect it. Betrayal with someone close requires extra planning, and that planning always leaves traces in her behavior. The fourth sign is changes in how she treats you around him. When both of you are present in the same environment, her behavior shifts. She avoids physical contact with you, acts less affectionate, and keeps conversations surface level. She doesn't want to appear too connected to you in his presence. Why? Because guilt makes her subconsciously separate the two relationships, one emotional, one physical. Watch her eyes when he enters the room. If she becomes suddenly alert, avoids looking at him too long, or acts unusually quiet, it's not random. Her nervous system is trying to hide desire and guilt at the same time. The fifth sign is a new kind of distance. Emotional withdrawal happens quietly. You'll notice it in her routines. Less eye contact, less interest in your stories, fewer touches without reason. When a woman's attention is emotionally tied elsewhere, her presence with you feels forced. She might stay physically close, but she's mentally gone. You'll feel her energy fading, not in one moment, but gradually, like a candle burning out. She's not angry, she's not cold. She's just somewhere else, with someone else, even when she's sitting beside you. And that's the most painful betrayal, the kind where she's near but not truly there. The sixth sign is unnecessary defense of that man's character. She'll talk about him with an almost rehearsed tone, trying to paint him as harmless, trustworthy, or misunderstood. If you ever question his intentions, she'll respond too quickly, too firmly, as if she's protecting something fragile. Her defense is her guilt in disguise. Women protect what they emotionally invest in. If she defends him more than she defends you, that's the subconscious loyalty she can't admit. The seventh sign is emotional manipulation. Once she senses you're noticing her shift, she'll flip the script. Suddenly, you'll become the problem. She'll accuse you of being insecure, paranoid, or controlling. She'll say you've changed or that you're overthinking. But this manipulation isn't cruelty, it's strategy. By creating emotional confusion, she buys herself more time. It's easier to make you question your sanity than to face her truth. And the more calm you remain, the more uncomfortable she'll get. Because guilt needs chaos to survive. When you stop arguing and start observing, she feels her mask slipping. The eighth and final sign is her loss of genuine affection. Even when she tries to act normal, something in her tone feels hollow. Her "I love you" comes late, her touch feels hesitant, and her attention feels distracted. She might still perform the motions of love, but you'll feel the emptiness underneath. That's the emotional residue of betrayal. When a woman shares intimacy with another man, especially someone close to you, her energy can never replicate what it once was. There's a silent discomfort, an invisible wall between you and her soul. Dr. Alina Rose teaches that betrayal between familiar faces creates a psychological triangle of guilt, fear, and confusion. The woman becomes trapped between two emotional identities, the loyal partner and the secret lover. Her words try to protect one, but her actions expose the other. And while she thinks she's hiding it perfectly, her spirit betrays her every time she sees both of you in the same space. She becomes anxious, awkward, and emotionally inconsistent. Because you can fake words, but you can't fake energy. If you sense these signs, you don't need to shout or demand proof. You already have the truth. Her behavior told you first. Don't let anger consume you. Don't try to compete with betrayal. Instead, step back. Observe in silence. Guilt grows heavy in peace. When you detach emotionally, the lies begin to crumble on their own. Her behavior will reveal more under your calmness than your confrontation ever could. And when the truth finally shows itself, don't let bitterness define you. Let wisdom lead you. Because being betrayed by someone close isn't your failure. It's their reflection. You were loyal, you were honest, you were real. And one day, both of them will realize what they destroyed wasn't just a relationship, it was the trust of a man who would have given them everything. Dr. Alina Rose always reminds men, when a woman betrays you with someone close, she doesn't just lose your love, she loses her peace. The guilt she carries will never fade, because betrayal between two people who once shared your trust is a wound that time can't erase. But you, the man who stays composed, silent, and focused, will always rise above it. Because dignity once chosen over drama becomes power.